Hey, what's up? I'm Kyrie, and this is Blunts and Bourbon, the gentleman's vibe, where we have fun in our city, reviewing fine cigars and drinking exceptional bourbon. And we share it right here with you. So I'd like for you to hit that subscribe button. I thank you for tuning in. It's time to buckle up and let's enjoy the ride.
We puffin' Cohiba, sippin' on fine bourbon. I don't play for the leader. I'm a grinder, get to working while you moving like a tortoise. I'm more like fast forward. You think it is funny? I get straight to the money while I'm puffin' a Cohiba, sippin' on fine bourbon. Holla at some mamacitas, girl, that outfit fitting perfect, and I got what you deserving. I see it in your eyes. You need some relief, so let's ride.
I'm still sitting down, but you know.
You sure we ready? Well, how's it going, my cigar aficionados? You know who it is. It's your big homie Kyrie, and this is Blunts and Bourbon, where we enjoy fine cigars and exceptional bourbon. And we share it right here with you. And today I got a plethora of people with me, man. Of course, you know I got the homie OZ.
OZ back in the building, y'all know. Kansas City's favorite teddy bear with the best beard. Y'all know what we doing again today on What You Smokin' Wednesdays. We're getting a pair going on.
Oh yeah. I also got my guy Dom here.
That's a hard follow-up, I'm not gonna lie. Let's say Kansas City's best, local black golfer. How about that?
There you have it.
One and only bourbon connoisseur, get into the stogies, so.
And then of course, my special guest, Lisa, with Bootleg Bourbon Balls.
Yes.
What's up? And today, man, we're gonna do a special pairing. We on badass cigars today. We smoking these
Three peaks, because you know we about to three-peat.
triple barrel.
You see the hat?
You know what I'm saying?
Let me lean in the can. You see the hat?
Something that's never been done before. Never been done before.
Never been done. Never been done.
It's the show me state though.
And while we
And
pairing,
we showing them
Yeah.
right now.
and while we get to pairing these badass cigars, we're gonna have some bootleg bourbon balls and a whole bunch of Kansas City whiskey because you use Kansas City whiskey to make these bourbon balls, right?
All the Kansas City whiskey, Kansas City bourbon, Kansas City liqueurs, everything. Yes. Our commitment is to using local spirits. So, cheers.
For y'all who don't know, this is Lisa. She's the owner of Bootleg Bourbon Balls. Tell us a little bit about what you do there at your company.
Oh my gosh. Well, we specialize in hand-rolled bourbon chocolates using the spirits of Kansas City distilleries. So that is our commitment. And I don't think anyone else is making Kansas City bourbon balls.
Or bourbon balls in general. Are there any bourbon balls on the market at all?
No, not here in Kansas City. Yeah.
So there you have it.
Probably
right
first
here.
in the Midwest, best this side of the Mississippi.
Yeah.
I will say I'm happy to be a part of this, to taste the bourbon ball. My family are big on bourbon balls, originally from East St. Louis, Illinois. I love you, Auntie Dude. I love you, Auntie Marcella. They've made them. We used to sneak them as kids because we weren't allowed to have them. So when we knew they made them, we used to sneak in the kitchen and grab one. So I'm living a little bit of my childhood today, you guys.
I'm a bourbon ball virgin. I'm not gonna lie to you. So you about to get an authentic. You about to get an authentic review. It's gonna be authentic. I had to come so I could be authentic, give a real review, let them know how great they are. So,
So with that in mind, talk about your whole process up there at your company. How you make these? You say you make them by hand.
We make them by hand, yes. So we use quality ingredients. So all of our chocolate comes locally sourced from, or I shouldn't say locally sourced, it comes from France. So our chocolate is from France, couverture chocolate. And then we make our own homemade vanilla cookie because a lot of people, if they're familiar with a bourbon ball, it was Nabisco vanilla wafers. So we make our own homemade vanilla cookies. We toast the pecans. They're all locally sourced from Nevada, Missouri. So proud to use a lot of local products and local spirits. And each of the distilleries have their own bourbon ball. So what we did when we first started is we went out to talk to the distillers and say, okay, this is the bourbon we like to use. What are the flavor profiles? So we developed recipes based upon the flavor profiles of the bourbon that we were choosing to use.
That's amazing.
That's amazing.
So really just an essential pairing for each specific
It is,
distillery.
yeah.
That's nice.
That
That is
is
So
nice.
everybody,
So-
yes,
so you-
exactly.
So what
Hold on, we're sipping J. Regan right now, right?
yeah. So I just
what-
want to know
what's-
what was the idea behind wanting to do?
Yeah, when did it start?
When did it
Oh,
start?
yeah.
Like, you know, the story behind that. Like,
Yeah.
what made you just want to jump into doing bourbon balls?
So our family made those for years, and we decided to play on the history of Kansas City. And you know, Paris of the Plains was, you know, Kansas City was known as Paris of the Plains. And we, even though there's a lot of bootlegging going on around the time of Prohibition, Kansas City didn't have that because of Mr. Pendergast, Tom Pendergast.
We were wide open.
Y'all are
Yeah.
getting history
Yeah.
right now.
Right now.
This is Kansas history.
Well, I
right
know
now.
they said the West Bottoms was at one point the
Oh,
wettest district in America
Yes,
during
yes.
Prohibition. People don't know that,
Exactly.
but
So when we decided that when we decided on our name, we decided bootleg, you know, because everybody's
Nice.
bootlegging at the time, bootleg bourbon balls. And as a female owner, a lot of women played a significant role in Prohibition era because, as I was telling Kyrie earlier, a lot of women weren't checked back in the days, and so they were running rum, they were, you know, hiding
Nice.
the hooch, and you know, everybody's getting down to the business where the men were the speakeasies with the handshakes and the passwords and the knock on the door. Yeah, well, the women were enjoying the you know, the spirits in a different way. So anyway, so we just took a little bit of that history of Kansas City and a little bit of history of Prohibition and decided to launch bootleg bourbon balls.
Nice.
And
what
so
year was that?
It was back in 2017.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. Yeah. Kansas history. Yeah. I love that.
8 years,
I love
almost 10.
that.
I mean,
And each of the bourbon balls kind of have a Prohibition type theme name. The Blind Pig,
Oh, wow.
the Hooch,
Hooch, nice.
the Dame's Dish, the Hotsy Totsy, because they were good looking women. You know, not all the women were dancing the Charleston in their flapper attire.
very true.
They
very
were
true.
getting the hooch from here to there. So,
Putting in work.
yeah. And if,
Behind every man, there's a strong woman. Y'all better know that.
Put some respect on it.
You better know that.
Yeah.
cheers to that.
Yes, I definitely cheers to that. Y'all got it.
That. And we always say, and we always say, if only the bootleggers would have thought to conceal their booze so deliciously.
So where do you guys, are you guys currently, do you have a space that you do this out
Yeah,
of? Like,
yeah,
what's your process outside of getting all the fresh ingredients? Are you taking custom orders outside of the distilleries?
Yeah, we do custom orders. All of our production occurs in Riverside, Missouri. So we have a production kitchen and we have a small retail store. A lot of our stuff is online. For 8 years we had an online store, so that was what we did.
Nice.
But for the last 2 years we've been in Riverside and have a retail store location there. It's small, but it's there.
Yeah, hey.
1837 Vivian Road.
Yes, 1837 Vivian Road, Riverside. And Riverside
Yeah,
is
that-
growing.
It is. I work
Yes.
I work in Riverside. I'll stop by.
Speaking about your location,
Like over
we
there.
did a little interview there,
Yeah,
talking a little
we
bit while we
did.
were up there. Hey man, let's go ahead and pull that up and show them so they can see what we was doing. You know, we had a little chopping up conversation talking about your bourbon ball.
Exactly.
You know, somebody
Let me
look
get
at
time
you
to get
first
my
time.
first third.
Yeah. So what we gonna do real quick is go through this footage and show y'all her story.
Yeah, thank
Don't
you.
go nowhere.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share Blunts and Bourbon Show on all social media outlets, and go to bluntsandbourbonshow.com. Pick up some merch.
Yeah.
That first pour was amazing.
And bootlegbourbonballs.com.
Oh my God.
Check 'em
Pick up
out.
some merch.
Yes.
All local distilleries across Kansas City.
And pick up some merch.
Yeah. Most importantly.
How's it going, my cigar aficionados, my brothers and sisters of the leaf? You know who it is. It's your big homie, Kyrie. And you know what this is. It's Blunts and Bourbon, where we enjoy fine cigars and exceptional bourbon. And today, I'm at a very special place. I'm at the Bootleg Bourbon Balls. And I'm here with Lisa, and she's going to discuss a little bit about what she does here at this wonderful establishment she got here. Man, I wish we had smellograph on the camera so you could smell the aromas in here. Oh my goodness, it smells so good in here. How are you doing? First of all,
Hey, thank you. I'm doing great.
I want to say thank you for allowing me to come here and interview today and talk about your shop. So
Yes, and I appreciate the opportunity too.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. And if you guys don't know, you can actually catch us Wednesday at Sherry's Executive Lounge. We're gonna have a little tasting, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. But tell us about what you do here.
Oh, well, we specialize in hand-rolled, handcrafted bourbon balls made with the spirits of Kansas City distilleries. So I say Kansas City, we do have some regional spirits that we use in our product just because some of those are not being distilled here in Kansas City. But our commitment is to use local and use the spirits from the Kansas City distilleries. So
That's awesome. That's
Yes.
awesome. I saw that the West Bottoms whiskey up there.
we have West Bottoms, we've got Tomstown, Union Horse, Restless Spirits, Holiday Distillery, so J. Rieger. So almost all of the distilleries here in Kansas City are represented in our product, and each of them have their own recipe.
That's amazing.
Yes.
So all of the local distilleries right here in Kansas City have their own recipe created
bootleg
by
bourbon
the
balls.
the
Yes.
curator here.
Yes.
So you make all your chocolates from scratch and all
We
that?
do. So fresh batches every week. Yes.
Uh-huh.
And so we have a team that comes in 3:30 to 4 o'clock in the morning. We start making the batches. And so, yes, it's quite a process, but they're all hand rolled. So we don't use any machines. So
Nice.
that's one
That's
of
a
the
tedious process.
It is. It's a labor of love.
Hey, a labor of love, putting love into it, y'all. So you definitely need to get here and get you some of these bootleg bourbon balls. So for those who don't know, where are you located at?
We're at 1837 Northwest Vivian Road in Riverside, Missouri. And we've been here for almost 2 years. We've actually been open as an online store for the past 8 years.
Oh,
So,
that's
yes,
awesome. So they
uh-huh.
can come visit you
Yes.
and smell these aromas. But
Yes.
if you don't live here in the local area, you can also go online and make a purchase too. So
Right.
definitely want to grab you some of these, man. I'm looking forward to her being on the show and just tasting some of what I'm smelling. Man, what do we have back here on this shelf right here?
Well, we have the 4-piece gift bags, and those are single flavor bags. And so we've got our names are kind of based on prohibition terms. So we got Ben's Best, and that is made Holiday Distillery. They just asked us to make this bourbon ball for them when they launched their bottled in bond bourbon, which
Awesome.
is the Ben Holiday bourbon.
Yeah,
so we made up this recipe for them. And then we've got the Blind Pig, which is center cut bacon, toasted pecans, and that's made with Restless Spirits, Irish American blend whiskey.
You hear this, y'all?
The Dame's dish is back behind. It's a maraschino cherry that's been soaked in the J. Rieger whiskey, and for several days. And then we put that in a dark chocolate, and then we roll that in sugar and a little bit of a red luster dust for the Dames.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! She has me salivating. I'm like, oh, I need something. I need something. What can I try? What can I try?
But we have all these different flavors.
So you have the.
So that's our Kansas City Spirited Sampler.
A sampler.
Uh-huh,
So it has
and
all of those in one?
It has these. This is the 6 distilleries that we started with 8 years ago. So to homage to them, we made up a box called the Kansas City Spirited Sampler. So you can get one of each of the 6 bourbon balls that we started with, 8 years ago, or you can get the Kansas City Spirited Sampler has 2 of each in there.
Double
And
up.
then yes.
Double up. It's time
And
to
then
double
we've got
up.
some
That's what I'm
box-
buying, y'all.
That's
I'm buying one
what
of
you're
those.
And we've got boxes that we just launched called the Smuggler's Choice, and that gives people the option to build their own boxes.
Build your own box?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're just spoiling people.
Yeah.
So all of my sweet tooth enthusiasts out here, you definitely want to get down here and try this out, especially you, OZ. I'm talking directly to you right now because you know you like to pair your cigars with something sweet. You actually told me this on the show, so you need to get on down here. I know it's a trip. I'm gonna bring something to you, dog. I got you. Boy, I got you. So what is this
And
right
we got
here?
this is our apple whiskey caramel sauce, and this is made with apple whiskey from our farm's distillery up in Mountain City, Missouri. So family-owned distillery, and they've been in business for maybe 3-4 years now, making their own whiskey. So we have partnered with them to make the caramel apple whiskey sauce. We also make the Five Farms Irish Cream mini loaves, which are, I'll show you one of these. This is made with Five Farms Irish Cream. And so this Irish cream, comes from Ireland, County Cork, Ireland, but it is a product of Holiday Distillery. So these are mini loaves that are made very moist, very decadent. It's made with the Five Farms Irish Cream. And if you guys don't know, it's the world's leading Irish cream right now. So it's excellent. So our commitment to using spirits, local spirits, regional spirits, but also top shelf spirits. So we feel like that is very important for our product.
Very important.
And then we have our bourbon candied pecans. So these come in a 4 and an 8 ounce size. And this is made with the Ben Holiday bourbon from up at Holiday Distillery.
We did a tour up there.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't do a tour. We just went up to the distillery. The guys and I, we went up there and we did a flight of all of their different bourbons.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It's a wonderful tour.
Oh, yeah.
I always suggest everybody go up there if they're, out of town. But all of our distilleries have got phenomenal tours.
Yeah. J.R. Rieger has a nice one.
But that being the oldest distillery in Missouri, that's a great place to start.
Oh, yeah. Western Missouri, shout out. We had fun up there.
Yes.
We will be back. So these over here, I saw a couple of other ones that we talk about those.
We've got the Hotsy Totsy, and that's a cinnamon liqueur corn whiskey. So people like Fireball, they're going to love this one because it's rolled in crushed red hot. So it's a little bit of a nostalgic type of a bourbon ball, if you like those types of candies when you're growing up. And it's in a dark chocolate with a corn whiskey cinnamon liqueur called Platte Valley Fireshine.
That's Mac. That's Mac. Because you like Fireballs. Yes, sir. Okay.
The Hooch is made with Union Horse Distilleries Reserve Bourbon. And we take local pecans from Nevada, Missouri. So we locally source all of our pecans. And we caramelize those in brown sugar, maple syrup, butter, and cayenne. So it's got the sweet and the little bit of heat that comes in at the very end. So and all the bourbon balls are meant to just have a nice flavor on the palate, and everything's going to come out gradually. So first you're going to get the topping, then you're going to get the chocolate, and then the bourbon, and then that tail end of that bourbon just sits there on your palate. So,
oh, man.
So yeah,
I'm excited. I'm excited. So you heard it right here, y'all. This is... Oh, we're all good. But you heard it right here. She just gave you a breakdown of what she has here on the shelf. You definitely need to get down here to Bootleg Bourbon Balls. Man, you're gonna love the aromas you smell in here. And then, like I said, I'm finna dive in. I'm getting this sample right here, and I'm gonna put that into my palate. So yeah,
into my palate.
And once again, I'd like to thank you for taking your time out to interview me today.
And it was a pleasure.
And man, y'all need to get down here. I'm telling you, you're not gonna be denied the experience if you come down here.
Definitely. And we've got more than boxes and bags. We've got party trays. So we got Super Bowl coming up. So if people want to make up Super Bowl trays, we do small, medium, and size custom party trays. So you can put whatever bourbon ball you want on it, or you can let us pick and have that ready for a great party.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely be the MVP.
Super Bowl, Valentine's Day. Come on now. Get your lady or your guy something good for Valentine's Day. Come on down here and partake. I'm definitely about to partake. I'm excited. I'm trying to get off camera, as you can't tell. But anyways, no, really, I really appreciate this. I can't wait to really indulge in some of this chocolates over here and share this with you guys while I'm smacking on camera. Right now. So let's go ahead and get me ready. I want the sample pack.
Yeah, that's our junior deacon. That's,
Hey, listen to the sounds of the yum, y'all. She always playing these lovely tones. Thank y'all for tuning in on this What You Smoking Wednesday as we smoke these dark cigars.
I told that lie, I killed them. All of them are riding at the door. I'm tired.
Yeah.
Y'all see Fat back over there. Jose here first. That's the vibe, y'all.
I
Y'all
can't
can get down here to Sherry's Executive Lounge on What You Smoking Wednesdays.
Nobody like you do. I can't hit those notes.
Your head cut out.
Yeah, you know we got a groove when we in Sherry's, man. I mean, we get out here.
Yeah. Back.
My bad, I wasn't trying to mess up your footage.
Man, thank y'all for tuning in. Like I was saying, we chilling with Lisa at Bourbon Bourbon Balls. And we got my guy Dom, who's a whiskey aficionado.
All the above, man.
Oh,
You know, whiskey, bourbon, rye, straight, you name it.
Whatever. That's why I say whiskey, because
yeah,
it includes
yeah,
all of it.
yeah,
If
yeah,
I say
all of
bourbon, then it
Yeah.
includes rye.
That's true. I said whiskey, bourbon. Yeah, you're right. Last message.
And we on these badass cigars, man. Shout out
Man.
to Devin with
Yeah,
badass,
I
man.
would
These
say so.
3-piece, right?
Yeah.
3-piece, yeah.
These are delicious, by the way.
Devin.
Right.
I would definitely come down to Sherry's and buy you a couple of these, maybe buy you a whole box of these.
Yes.
These are fantastic.
Yes, you're definitely going to want to have this when KC whoop Philly this Sunday.
know what
This
I'm
is
saying?
the 3-peat. So you
3-peat.
definitely want to have one of these lit up when that clock say 000.
Hey.
Yeah?
Smoking on that Philly pack, ain't that what they say?
Yeah,
It's that Philly pack.
And they flying off the shelves too, man. So
Yeah.
you definitely want to get down here and get you some. But while we sitting here preparing, we got our J Riggers.
Yeah.
We got our badass.
Right.
And we also
Got
got
Some bourbon balls.
yeah. So what we gonna do right here?
Yeah, so we've got the,
Y'all know I'm a fan of desserts.
we got the
Everybody that watch the
holiday.
show, y'all know I am big on pairing cigars with desserts. Not so much as brandy, though. I love my brandies, my bourbons, my whiskeys, my cognacs. I love dessert.
Hey, what did I say in the interview? I actually gave you I said specifically the OZ. You gonna love this.
Dessert.
You gonna love this.
So what do we have right
So
here?
this is the Ben's Best Bottled and Bond Bourbon. So from Holiday Distillery in Weston, Missouri. So we make this bourbon ball for them.
Ben
And it
Holiday?
has got, yes.
Hey, shout out
Ben
Ben
Holiday,
Holiday.
Bottled and Bond. You know, and a great,
Yeah.
great distillery, lots of great history there. But this is an homage to them and the Stagecoach King. So give that a
I'm
try.
diving right in. I'm not ready.
Oh man.
Oh, God.
You got that crunch like the Rice Krispie treat.
Bourbon balls are meant to be enjoyed at room temperature. And of course, drinking and smoking can have an impact upon the flavor profile that's going to be coming forward.
You know,
It's not-
this is my first one ever.
Oh, well, you picked a good
Ever.
one.
Speak.
It really just
Speak on it.
checks off all the boxes. You know what I'm saying? It's not too sweet. Like I feel like I probably eat about 20 of these. And my stomach not gonna bother me at all.
Until
know,
you
it-
laid on the couch.
Yeah. I mean, it got the good front end, the back end. You know, this is delicious.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely. And I'm not saying that because you're sitting next to me. This is actually, this is really good.
Amazing. Like I say, childhood.
Try this. So where can I get this in store?
Yeah, and we make these fresh batch every week.
Oh man.
So it's not anything that's sitting on the shelf. So fresh batches are made every week. So they're at their peak freshness whenever you guys purchase them.
Wow.
So I'm gonna let my two brothers that have these nice sticks in their hand. I'm gonna invite y'all to take a pull after you took that bite and check that pear. Texture, love it. It's not too sweet or overbearing. Especially with somebody that older people may have cavities, you didn't bite down. Man, this is like one of the perfect rum ball. I haven't had a rum ball that tastes this good in years. Wow. I really don't want to gobble this down.
Well, there's more.
It is
There's
oh my
more.
God, this is amazing.
It's
You
just-
definitely got to get to these
I'm
guys.
still trying to wrap my head around it.
I had to go through the whole process.
I don't know how to even really
I ate the
explain it.
bourbon ball. And I took a drag of my skin. And I took a sip. That trifecta, man, that combination, man, that's serious. I definitely love how the chocolate and the whiskey kind of meshes together, and then like the pepper kind of off of this cigar kind of give that little spice to it. On the palate, it just gives me these notes that I just want to indulge.
You gonna catch me on the patio this summer with a handful of these, a cigar, in the sun, just chilling by the pool, man.
And a bourbon.
And a bourbon, absolutely.
Oh yeah, the bourbon man. There you go.
Off notes, one of the first things, when the first flavor profiles that come across to me, the tip of my tongue is I taste sweetness.
Yes.
More like it could be a maple or something like that. It's a very sweet pull on that first intake, so it matches well with that chocolate. I mean,
man.
So can you
That's
explain
like
what
twins.
all is in that again?
So what all's in that is toasted native Missouri pecans. So we toast all those, and that brings out the flavor profile of those pecans. So a lot of people don't take that step. And then we do homemade vanilla cookies that serve as the base of those. And then the couverture chocolate, which is from France. So it's a very nice, smooth chocolate. So it's going to be...
It's very creamy.
Yeah, very creamy.
Man,
very smooth. Yeah.
And I feel like even if you don't drink or smoke cigars, this is great with some cheese. A cheese, a little charcuterie board. I mean, like this would be fantastic paired with anything, a glass of wine.
Yeah, you're right. And a lot of people come up and say, "Oh, I'm not a bourbon drinker," especially women. I'm not a bourbon drinker. But yet when they have the bourbon ball, they're like, "Hey, I feel like I can enjoy the bourbon with the chocolate."
I feel like you got to see past
That was
the bourbon.
the wife. That was
Yeah.
Kelly, man. We went home. I had those other bottles back there, and I was like, "Let's try these out." And she took the first bite. She's like, "I'm ready to drink some whiskey." And she don't even. My wife don't drink whiskey.
Shout out, sis.
She drinks. She's a tequila drinker.
Yeah.
But she was ready. She was like, "Okay." And then she hit the period. She's like, "Oh, I can see where this can go. Oh, I like that pairing." So it definitely is.
Don't let the name Bourbon Ball turn you off from trying a delicious treat like that. It is fantastic. It is fantastic.
And we use bourbon, we use whiskey, we use corn whiskey, cinnamon liqueur, some liqueurs. So it's not all just a bourbon. So there's rum, small batch gold rum that's in some of our bourbon balls. You mentioned a rum ball earlier.
Yeah, rum balls, rum
so
cake,
it's a dark chocolate, a small batch gold rum from down South Missouri called Copper Run Distillery. And then we roll that in coconut. So it's going to be a very nice, creamy, the tender flakes of the coconut. So a lot of different flavor profiles on your palate. And unlike the Kentucky bourbon ball, where it's just the nougat and the pecan and the bourbon and an rogue chocolate with a pecan half, every bourbon ball that we make has got a different flavor profile and topping to match the spirit profile. So you got a really unique bourbon ball going on there.
I guess you would have to even say, when you get into terms of like the weeds of whiskey and bourbon, every bourbon ball in essence could be a different batch, because every single barrel is different. Every small batch is different. So the flavor profiles, it'll be similar, but it's always slightly different.
Slightly unique.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. So what's the shelf life on these?
6 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, in refrigerator, you can freeze them for up to 3 months. I just tell people, if you put things in the refrigerator or freezer, make sure you put them in a sealed package, because chocolate loves to absorb odors. But they're best like cheese, absorb. Just serve them at room temperature, and that's where they really shine. The flavors really.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Bootleg bourbon balls. Hey,
You know what it is? Bootleg bourbon balls, y'all. Bootleg bourbon balls.
I couldn't think of a better way to pop my bourbon ball cherry than here right now.
Oh, and speaking of your popping your cherry.
What we got?
Speaking of popping your cherry, you gotta try this.
We got cherries.
This is the Dame's dish.
I'm gonna double entendre.
This is a whiskey-soaked maraschino cherry in J. Rieger's Kansas City whiskey. In a dark chocolate, we roll that in sugar, and then we put a little luster dust on top of it for the Dames.
The luster dust.
Yeah.
So what is luster dust?
Because of the Dames. We shine, right?
So y'all would know. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop up. Cue me up.
Come up over there.
Camera 2.
Oh, yeah.
So I can hop up and show So y'all can see, let me get that up on her. You see that?
Yeah.
I can see.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my
You know
God.
what's crazy? I don't like cherries.
You do, I know.
But that one is.
That didn't want the ordinary cherry.
No,
It's pop, that's for sure.
that's not ordinary chocolate.
No, that's so yeah.
And
Wow.
you know, Dom,
That's
a
not
lot of
ordinary
people,
chocolate
a lot
or
of,
ordinary cherry.
a lot of people say that to us. They're like, I do not like maraschino cherries. But when they taste that, they're like, I really like this one though, because you know you're soaking that cherry in whiskey for days. And so we put the J. Rieger whiskey over the top of those maraschino cherries and let that bathe in that. And then we pop that in that dark chocolate, hand roll that, roll it in some sugar. Great.
That is
So what are your so you're working with
Time for the pair.
all
Why
Kansas,
that's my
all
favorite
Kansas City
wine.
time
brands.
for the pair.
You know, Rieger,
Right.
you do anything with West Bottoms?
West Bottoms
West
whiskey.
Bottoms. So
yeah.
what's the goal here? Are you trying to expand outside of Kansas City?
No, we want to support, we want to stay Kansas City, and we want Kansas City to be known for the Kansas City Bourbon Ball.
Okay.
Kentucky's got their Bourbon Ball, right?
Kansas City Bourbon Ball.
Yeah.
Right here.
Now, as far as e-commerce goes, do you want to spread out,
We
obviously
do.
outside the metro?
We do.
Okay.
We definitely have online sales. We sell everywhere. We have
BootlegBourbonBottles.com. Shout out once again.
Yeah, that's right.
have
We
a
do
question.
local pickups, so if people order online but they don't want to have their stuff shipped in Kansas City, they've got some locations they can go and pick up their bourbon
So,
balls.
say the name of this last one we just tried again.
That was the Dame's Dish.
Dame's Dish. So with that Dame's Dish, I have a question to ask. Is the chocolate that's used in that more of a darker chocolate?
Dark.
Dark chocolate?
72% dark chocolate.
My palate is palating right now.
You know it's sweets.
Yeah.
You know it's sweets.
Palating right now.
I know it's gonna be your show, bro. I said this one.
You know I love my sweets.
Yeah.
I love
You're
my
like,
sweets.
OZ, this is for you. Because we know you like sweets. You got it.
Right. Oh yes, I am loving that. That is a nice flavor profile. It's definitely it pairs well with this badass street beat. I honestly, this is a great smoke, and with the two bourbon balls we've tried, I honestly think you can pretty much pair those two with anything that you got.
You still got more to go.
I know I do.
Like I'm telling you, these are good with everything.
Starting out, yeah. Those, like,
So
you know, we're steady climbing the peak right now. I'm waiting for you.
I'm telling you right now, I'm a season ticket holder for the Chiefs. I'm bringing these to every tailgate coming up. Every tailgate, stamp
And
it,
what do
time
we
stamp
have?
it. All the way.
We have party trays.
Party tray, yeah. Hold on.
Yeah.
Show a picture of the party tray.
I will have these at the tailgate
Hey!
for
Look
sure.
at this party tray, y'all.
Party tray.
Look at that. Woo! Party tray. Get you a party tray.
Small, medium, or large party tray, customized.
Oh my God.
Or you can let us choose.
I'll let the experts choose.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, if you're not a
You know what I like, go ahead and get it.
If you're not a true connoisseur, don't know what you like, let the experts.
Trust the process. Trust the process.
And then you also make that bread.
Oh, yes.
Hey, show a picture of that bread, bro.
5 Farms
Oh,
Irish
oh.
Cream Mini Loaves.
So talk about that real quick.
Oh my gosh,
We
yeah.
don't have any of those up here.
We don't. I should have brought those. Yeah.
I was hoping you were.
I'm sure they're damn good like everything else.
Yeah, the Irish cream liqueur for another show. Okay, so the 5
Look
Farms.
like you can eat the monitor with them muffins. I know y'all seen how good those look.
Show the picture one more time.
Just rip it out the
One more
screen.
time. You gotta cue that up one more time.
Oh, yeah.
You can eat that through the screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is hard to pace yourself with those. Yeah.
So what are those made with?
So those are 5 Farms Irish Cream Mini Loaves made with the world's leading 5 Farms Irish Cream.
Oh.
From County Cork, Ireland. You can get yours at Holiday Distillery or in your local grocery store.
Okay.
But yeah,
Oh yeah.
definitely. It is
Yeah.
it is once you have this, you will not go back to Bailey's because this is so smooth, so decadent, and with a nice, I feel like it's got a little bit of a butterscotch finish on the end. So what we do is we take that glaze of that, we put the Irish cream in the mini loaf batter.
bake those mini loaves, and then when they come out of the oven, we put that glaze of powdered sugar and Five Farms Irish cream over the top of them. So it seals in the moisture of the cake. And it is
so
like
moist, man.
I
decadent.
promise.
So make a cup of coffee, add a little bit of Irish cream, get your cake out. And
See, I'm glad she said cup of coffee. As y'all know, if
yeah.
y'all done tuned in for quite a few shows,
I saw him
y'all
walk
know
in with it.
I am always
in with it.
pairing something with a coffee or a mocha frappe. Stay tuned.
oh yeah.
He got his coffee over there. You know it.
We'll brand out one time. So y'all know, I do not just be joking. I do pair with coffees, frappes. Of course, Starbucks is one of my favorites. Everybody knows that. It's no secret. But definitely, I cannot wait to pair that
Well,
with
OZ, I got a treat for you.
hey,
Because we do
You like treats.
We do a dark chocolate with an espresso infused vodka
oh my God.
rolled in the roastery's Super Tuscan espresso bean. So if you're a
We're
coffee
traveling
lover,
with this
This
one. I
is
don't know
all-
if y'all heard
this
that.
is all
through the
local.
mic. We're
This
gonna
is all
test
local.
it, Okay.
It's all local, by the way.
Kansas City's finest, y'all.
It's all local.
1837 Vivian Road.
bootleg bourbon balls.
So without getting into the details of your proprietary ingredients and secrets, like, so when you're making these, are you buying, like, is this a barrel that you're mixing in, or are you just buying bottles and
We
throwing it in
buy
there?
bottles,
Okay.
and we buy locally sourced bottles, and then we make small batches. So everything's made small batch, fresh every week.
So how far does a bottle take you in a
Oh, a
in an
bottle will
order
take
of?
us about, the number of bourbon balls, probably about 200 bourbon balls.
Oh, wow, okay.
200 to 400
Wow.
bourbon balls, depending upon the batch size. So, yeah. So, and by the Missouri's, by state guidelines, we have to do about 1% or less of alcohol. But it's enough to impart the flavor.
Yeah.
So you can really taste the flavor of the bourbon at the tail end, which is what you want on the end of the palate. You wanted something that's going to be very complimentary. So you've got your topping, you got the chocolate, you got the bourbon that comes in at the end. So yeah, and not overpowering, not too weak. Everybody's palate's going to be a little
It
different.
kind of lingers there. Yeah, it has
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
kinda lingers.
I'm
I'm
loving
still
that
picking
one.
it out my teeth as we speak.
Well, I'm just
Savoring every bite.
because, like we say, Kansas City only allows like that 1% in there. Just invite me to the family functions where the real bourbon.
Yeah. The ones that don't make the cut.
The ones that don't make the cut.
The ones that don't make the cut, you got to cut them for samples.
Yeah.
I want those.
Well, make it cut.
It's a little too strong for the market.
I got a little funny story to share you about the cut. So when you're distilling bourbon, you got the angel share, and Dom will know about this because he's a bourbon man. So you got the angel share, which is the evaporation, right? So that goes to the angel. Well, when we're making bourbon balls, we always come up with a little tiny amount of chocolate in the bourbon ball that's left over. So we call that the baller's share. So our girls that are rolling the bourbon balls, and they do a lot of hard work. We show up at 3:30 every morning at the kitchen, and they're hand rolling bourbon balls. So
Shout out to the ladies out there.
Shout out
That's
to the
right.
ladies, man. Shout out to
I
the
got
ones that are making it
an
happen.
amazing team of women and a guy that works for me. So,
The guy to all y'all.
but they're always looking forward to the ballers share. So
That's a good name for it. I like that.
The bottom.
I like that.
Baller share. I like that.
that's right.
I'll cheers to that.
Cheers.
That gotta give me. So what are we going to next?
So next,
Whatever
we're
we're
going
going to next, I gotta drain this one.
the Flapper's Delight. So this is
This
the white
is
chocolate with the
delicious.
Kansas City whiskey,
Which one is that?
West Bottom's whiskey.
West Bottom whiskey.
West Bottom whiskey.
So we got a white chocolate with a pistachio finish. So you got a white chocolate, you got a Kansas City West Bottom's whiskey, their Kansas City whiskey, and it's rolled in a pistachio topping.
I gotta get some Casey whiskey to go.
I'm gonna be honest with you. She's saying a lot of things I would never eat.
So we
But you turn it
God
up.
damn, this is good.
Right here.
Yeah, close up to y'all can see that. I don't know if you can see it well.
Yeah, we can open
But
that. We haven't
got
opened it,
another
but we
one going on.
can.
Let's open this.
Nice. Nice.
Wow.
We're gonna open
Oh, yeah.
the West Bottoms Whiskey. Hey, I did an interview with the guy that runs this company.
Well, my hat's off to Alex. He's the
Alex.
distiller. Alex is the main man.
Yeah, I got an interview with Alex.
Yeah.
Go check that out on the YouTube channel, the interview with Alex. He's cool, he's a cool dude. He talked a lot of good stuff about what they do and how he came up with this whole distilling process. And
Yeah.
he's a cool person to be around.
So-
Yeah.
So are you doing any do you do any local events or anything like First Fridays?
Oh,
or
yeah, we
Do any of the
do.
pop-ups, anything
We
like
do a lot
that?
of First Fridays. We're going to be at Jay Rieger coming up Saturday.
Nice.
Okay.
And then Love Fest at Tomstown
Okay.
is going to be there. It's a VIP ticketed event. So we're going to be there on the 13th.
Okay.
So bring your gal down
Okay.
and check us out. We're going to have the Guilty Pleasure. So
Guilty
That
pleasure.
sounds like it's right up my alley.
Got the best names as well. I gotta be honest. These are some of the best names I've
Now
heard of
that's
a
really
chocolate.
not a prohibition term, but that's just too good to pass
Too
up.
good to pass up.
Because it really is a guilty pleasure, right? To enjoy that. So yeah.
Let me finish
Have a
this.
little bit.
Hold on.
Thank you, sir.
I was like that.
Try a little Tomstown.
Tomstown.
West Bottoms whiskey.
I mean, West Bottoms Whiskey.
Yeah.
West Bottoms
Sorry.
whiskey.
Hey, you can't go wrong with Tomstown Pendergast Royal Gold.
That is so.
Yeah, it's very.
That was one of my when I first started buying bourbon and collecting
Uh-huh.
bourbon. That was one of my first bottles I
Yeah.
kept going back to. It was the Pendergast Gold.
It's a beautiful bottle.
It really is.
And,
It's good. It's really good.
Yeah, Steve and David and Brian, the distiller, amazing people.
Yeah.
And they've got a great history at the distillery.
Honestly, I think if you're into whiskey in general, Kansas City, I mean, obviously, you know, people want to go to Kentucky and all that,
Right.
but Kansas City has a very deep history when it
It
comes to
does.
whiskey, especially when you understand who Tom Pendergast was.
Right.
Jay Rieger and how it was revived, you know, how the
Right.
grandson revived it out of nowhere.
Exactly. The West Bottoms whiskey,
you know, all of
like
that
you
stuff.
said, the wettest block, and then we've got Holiday out of, you know, the first distillery in Missouri.
Sure, yeah.
So,
And so we've got a lot of great history in Kansas City with regards to bourbon, and you know, we wanted to play. We didn't want to play on that. We wanted to just enhance that history, and you know, yeah, and bring a different aspect to how that bourbon can be used and infused and enjoyed. You know,
That
So-
pairing,
yeah,
that's
with
good.
the
Yeah.
yeah. And so it makes, and the bourbon balls make an awesome garnishment to your drink.
Yeah. Talk
So you
about
can
that.
nibble
The
on
one
that.
that's with the West Bottoms whiskey, that has the
Pistachio,
Right
white
on.
chocolate,
Okay.
yeah.
Just have
So it's
that.
going to be very mild.
Yes, that's
And
what we just said. It said it's
Yeah, and
very
we
light.
actually talked to Alex and Cassandra about what would you like to see, you know, flavor profiles with this. And so we talked about a pistachio finish with a white chocolate, and that's just a really nice, perfect balance for their Kansas City whiskey.
I like
Yeah.
that last one.
I like
we
how you
just
say,
tried.
you know, you mix, you made your bourbon balls with the flavor profile of the whiskey in mind.
Yeah,
So
we
each
did.
one pairs exactly with the whiskey.
With the
I'm
whiskey.
liking it. I like the pairing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you've got to really think about what flavor profiles are coming out in your whiskey, and what are you going to do to enhance that flavor. And so I think that was really important for us.
this is
and,
better than pub chips.
Yeah, and we
That's
What
wanted.
most people like to think
Then,
like to eat. Yeah.
the one we just have is that white chocolate.
Yes.
Yes, so that
pistachio,
pistachio
too.
white chocolate. Yeah. So that goes well
Yes.
with this. I personally wouldn't have paired it with the previous bourbon, but with this one
this
here,
one, yeah.
because that white chocolate, it's light, it's
It's
fluffy.
light, yeah.
This right here is light. It's very light when it comes to the palate. Very smooth.
You can taste that little sherry on it though.
It very like right at the tip though.
Very
Yeah.
entry level bourbon if you're getting into whiskeys.
Right.
The West Bottom whiskey, what is that, a small batch?
Yeah.
That's
uh-huh.
probably a good place to start.
Yeah.
Yep. Definitely a good entry level.
Not too much bite on it.
Whiskey, yeah.
So,
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah.
Thank you,
That's
Dom.
it. Yes,
The
yes,
pairing
yes.
is
Yes. Yes.
and the first one was a holiday.
Holiday, Ben Holiday.
okay.
It's called Ben's Best. That's not really a prohibition term, but it's called Ben's Best. So I'll give you a little lineup of the name of our bourbon balls. So Ben's Best is the first. That's the newest bourbon ball.
Okay.
Then we got the Blind Pig, right?
My pig. Yep.
Uh-huh. And what's a blind pig during Prohibition?
Yeah, you get chitch me on history.
Is it a cop?
Because
Is it a
these
cop?
guys love history.
Is it a cop? that looks the other way?
The blind pig.
Okay. That's what I'm assuming. That's what I'm assuming.
Hey, you're gonna learn something new.
And then we got the Dame's Dish, homage to the women out there, you know, because every woman deserves a little spot in the history of Prohibition. So we got Dame's Dish, we got the Flapper's Delight. As I said earlier, not every woman was out there doing the Charleston in her flapper attire. She was getting the hooch from here to there.
Yeah.
So a lot of women played a history in Prohibition with running rum. And I was telling these guys earlier, women weren't searched, so they could hide the bourbon, they could hide the liquor, they could, you know, so they were enjoying it on their own terms. And then we got the guilty pleasure, we got the hooch, the hotsy totsy, another homage to the women. Since we're a woman-owned business.
The Hashimotochi, that's the one with the cinnamon, right?
The cinnamon.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm sorry to interrupt. I love the fact that you stated woman-owned business.
It is a woman-owned business.
Women empowerment. I'm big on women empowerment. I don't think a lot of women get enough credit for a lot of work that you guys do. So definitely my hands is off.
Thank you.
So ladies out there, y'all.
Shouts out to y'all.
If no one is shopping, ladies, you better be shopping. Okay.
And you know, Valentine's Day is coming up.
Yeah.
Get your man some bootleg bourbon balls.
Support a woman-owned business.
Get your
Get
woman
your
That is what.
It goes both ways, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all can both enjoy it.
You know?
That's how you finish off the night. You go out for your date, you know, you come
There
home
you
to
go.
some bourbon balls, maybe a little bit of candlelight, you know, a little glass of bourbon.
You
know,
like ballot out, something like
of your choice.
Yeah,
Do
whatever
these
you
have
like.
an aphrodisiac effect? Well, you guys will let us know.
Yeah. I mean, anyway, by the time I get home, eating these anyways.
I mean, FDA will not allow me to claim that, but you can let me know.
Oh, these are fantastic.
Oh man.
Because Valentine's Day is about lovers, right?
Yes.
Next Friday.
All about love.
Not too late to get your order in either.
Yes.
That's right.
Spread your love with the bootleg bourbon balls. That's how you spread love this year, 2025. Okay? We spreading love through bourbon balls, all right? That's it right there.
I'm gonna have to buy some of these for the Super Bowl party this weekend.
Oh,
Stop-
yeah.
stop
Yeah,
by
because the
tomorrow.
Chiefs are going to win.
Absolutely.
I mean, we're on a three-peat. We're not going to lose that opportunity. We're going all the way. And
History,
thank you.
baby.
Yeah.
History in the making.
History in the
Hey,
making.
Pat said on that stage last
Yeah.
year, we going back.
Yeah.
We wasn't lying. We wasn't lying. So what are your store hours?
During the winter, it's Friday and Saturdays, 11 to 5.
Okay.
You know, but in March 1, we're going to be open from Thursdays through Saturdays, 10 to 6. And we always take special orders last minute. We accommodate any order you want, any custom order you want. And I just want to add a little note that our products are pretty unique in that we add a personalized greeting to each box or bag. So, and then everything's complimentary, the gift wrapping, the packaging. So when you get a box or a bag of bourbon balls, a bag of balls. Everything's complimentary. So you've got a really nice gift you just pick up and you can give to the gift recipient.
Nice.
So yeah.
I love that.
So
That's nice. Y'all
yeah.
saw the video, how she wrapped my bag up.
Oh,
with the
yeah.
papers and the bag and all that stuff. Y'all seen that.
Make you feel special.
It make you feel real
Special.
You know what I'm saying?
And we will add a personalized handwritten greeting inside each box.
Okay.
So if you got somebody you want to impress, a boss, a lover, Valentine's Day's coming up. You want to
I got somebody in mind.
We call that
I know
customer
they viewing
service.
right now too, so but I ain't gonna say their name. I
Ah!
got somebody in mind.
We know you watching.
I got somebody in mind.
And you know, we're not all about Valentine's Day. We're about, you know,
All year round.
birthdays,
Birthdays. Any special
retirement. You
Or
know.
just whenever. You know?
Whatever.
Hey, my daughter likes to eat Oreos. Maybe I want to keep some bourbon balls in the house for myself. You know, hey, long day at work. Have me a couple of these.
Yeah.
That right there.
Yeah.
I just might want some in the house.
I might eat some on my lunch break.
Eat me a few of those with this nice badass or one of my leather roses.
Hey.
Hey,
Oh,
Hey, you heard it
there
here.
you go.
If you didn't hear it,
come here,
if you didn't hear it,
Get on
Jason.
Get on camera.
Come here, Jason.
Get on camera.
No.
We're gonna have the
Bourbon balls here at Sherry's Lounge.
Cue it over. Step in a little bit more, Jason, today, so we can hit you at. There we go. There we go. Yeah.
We will have bourbon balls here for the Super Bowl.
Y'all heard
Come see
it.
it.
Sherry's, be here.
Don't miss out. Get here early, because they'll be gone by the time you get here. They'll be gone. Get here early. They're gonna be gone.
If I'm in the building,
Yeah.
which is the chances are very high.
They might be
Get
gone.
here, they might be gone.
They might
Okay,
be
they
gone.
might be gone.
I'm gonna go online and place my order.
Oh yeah.
Y'all should go online and place y'all order too.
Yeah, bourbonballs.com.
Yeah.
And we got one more.
What's that?
We got guilty pleasure.
Oh,
we haven't
yeah.
even tasted that
Oh,
yet.
let's get to the guilty pleasure.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Here we
So
go.
this is made with Tomstown Reserve Bourbon. They're Royal Gold, Pendergast Royal Gold Bourbon.
Keep smelling it like it's whiskey.
Yeah, I know the same thing.
This is the most traditional bourbon ball.
So what makes a traditional bourbon ball? For me to understand.
A traditional bourbon ball would be a bourbon, a pecan, a chocolate. So in Kentucky, they put their pecans inside of the white nougat, and they top it with a pecan half. We blend our pecans inside with the bourbon, and then we roll them in a toasted pecan. So the pecan flavor is going to really come out. Then you're going to get the chocolate and then the bourbon on the tail end.
I taste coconut.
Damn,
No coconut.
No coconut.
he ate it before we even got the explanation. Let me see.
But depending
nut?
on what you're drinking or you're smoking, your palate's going to be different. It's going to have a different flavor profile that's going to
Like
come
right
on your
at
palate.
the end.
Man,
You can taste the pecan in this a lot more than
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
that's like a pecan pie almost.
And you know, I'm going
With
to have
chocolate.
to get up and get OZ,
Okay.
the jitterball.
This side.
Get the ball.
This side I taste pecan.
I didn't bring that out because we're sampling the bourbon balls.
I
but
taste it now. This side I taste pecan, so I took a sip
You're just thinking rum balls.
prior to. And I wished it around more so on the left side of my jawline. And so when I took the first bite, I mixed the chocolate with it, and I caught like a hint of coconut. I was like, wow,
That's that pecan.
But you know what?
But then on the
Everybody's-
right side with no pairing, I taste the full pecan.
But OZ, you're not too far away. Because what is coconut? People don't think of coconut as a tree nut.
no.
It is.
Coconut is a tree nut. So pecan is a nut.
Another tree
So
nut.
you have to think about that when you're thinking on the palate, and everybody's palate's different depending upon what they're eating, they're drinking, how they're enjoying, if they're having the bourbon ball at room temperature or if it's cold. My husband loves the Dame's Dish, which has got the whiskey soaked maraschino cherry inside it, frozen.
Wow. Frozen.
So frozen.
I like
That's
that.
different.
And he cuts it in two, and he savors it. So.
I would cut it in two and throw it over some ice cream. you know?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's like a little Oreo McFlurry, but with a bourbon ball.
yeah.
You know?
Hey.
That's what we.
Okay, so we have an ice cream man. So we have got an apple whiskey caramel sauce made with our farm's baked apple flavored whiskey.
I can
Oh,
put
yeah.
that on my
Y'all
Sundays.
saw that in the video.
Oh yeah.
Y'all saw that apple caramel man. Y'all saw that. Yeah.
So
So
outside
that
of
means I'm
the,
gonna need that with my Sundays that I pair with my leather rolls. You know what I mean? Yeah, I love my leather rolls with my Sunday ice cream. So definitely got to get a little drizzle in that.
Oh
I
yeah.
told y'all OZ was gonna love this episode. It's all about sweets.
yeah, all together, all together, baby, all together. I love it too. It's all been
Me
great.
too. Don't get it wrong.
So outside of the bourbon balls,
Yeah.
the bourbon balls, the bread, and the what you just expensive. What other
five
products
farms-
do you guys
We've
have?
got a bourbon candied pecan.
Okay.
So we take the holiday bourbon, the Ben's Best Holiday, or the Ben Holiday bourbon. We mix that in with our mixture. We do a bourbon candied pecan. So you're gonna have, and we put a little bit of cayenne pepper in the end of it. So you're gonna have a sweet and a little bit of heat that comes on at the end. And that heat is gonna come on at the end, and people will say, I'm not getting any heat. And all of a sudden they'll say, I got the heat. So, everybody loves bourbon candy pecans, right? So yeah, we're generous on the cayenne. So we got that, and we've got a new product called the Caramel Apple Snack Mix. which is a pecan pretzels that we bake, and we caramelize those in a brown sugar, maple syrup, butter, and then bake those, and we drizzle caramel or butterscotch chocolate over the top of those.
I'm gonna just be swiping away. I'm gonna get home tonight. Add to cart. Add to cart.
She,
Well,
she
and
took
then-
my heart
Add
away
to
when she
cart.
said the
Then we
butterscotch
add
on
in-
top of
Yeah, I
oh my
mean-
God.
Summer's around the corner, but we're gonna forget about that. I ain't losing no
I
weight.
gave y'all warning.
So you wanna know an interesting fact?
Episode.
You know
Well, and
Wow.
speaking of warning, you must be 21 plus to
purchase.
enjoy our products.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drink responsibly.
A fun fact about
Yes.
Ben Holiday, did you know that the bottled and bond, when that came out, the first batch had 10 caps?
Yeah.
They were not supposed to be on there.
Wow.
So I bought one and I haven't opened it. So I've been
Oh,
savoring
you got
that.
one
So
with the
I've been savoring that for a long time. You know, when
Good
they
for
first
you.
first batch they ever came out with, it's just been
There's
sitting in my
some
shelf.
bottles you don't want to open.
Oh yeah, I won't. I mean, maybe 20 years from now, my kids
Right.
older, you know, whatever. But
Right.
I'm gonna savor that one for a while.
Yeah. Well, and I gotta give a shout out to Brian. He's the master distiller at Tomstown, and my friend Brian. And you know, I got a friend in Kentucky, and he loves bourbon. So I said, I'm going to get you a bottle of the Tomstown Pendergast Royal Gold. Brian signed it for me, and that guy is a bourbon connoisseur. He's got that in his shelf,
Oh yeah.
along with all those other bourbons. So thanks, Brian.
That's what's up. Shout out,
Shout out Brian, man. Shout out Brian. Yeah, definitely. Oh,
But you
man.
know what? I'm going to give a shout out to all of the distillers, the master distillers in our local distilleries. Kyle Merklin at Holiday Distillery, doing amazing things. Bené Shannon at Russell Spirits, female distiller, amazing. A friend of mine. Brian Harper, Tomstown, Patrick Garza, Union Horse. I mean, I could go on and on.
People don't
Union
realize
Horse-
how
Union Horse
hard.
was the actual first distillery I did a tour at. That was my
Oh,
very first distillery
awesome.
tour.
So
Awesome.
people don't realize how hard it is to be a master distiller.
It is.
Because if you create a product and you bring it to the table and you age it, you're aging this for
Yes.
4 years, 5 years, maybe 10 years. You don't know if you're putting out a good product or not. And you've got all these barrels aging. So it's a very difficult, tedious thing to do. And to sit around for, you know, some of these guys, most master distillers, they say don't see past their fourth or fifth batch, you know, because you're talking 10, 20, 30, 40 years, you know, which is interesting. So it's a lot of hard work that goes into it, more than just pouring whiskey into a barrel
Right.
and putting it in a bottle. So shouts out to those guys.
Yeah,
Shouts
awesome.
out to all the master distilleries,
All the
especially the
master
local KC.
Yeah,
Local area.
Home, baby.
Yeah.
Home.
KC on the back. So what else we got to try out
Okay,
here?
so I'm gonna have to sip over here and get the jitterball for OZ.
Okay, so what
Can
we
you-
do real quick.
So he just get a special one. You can bring enough for everybody?
Oh yeah.
Okay, just
Oh,
want to
yeah.
make sure.
Oh yeah.
He ain't the only one that likes sweet.
Commercial break.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
Stay tuned, everybody.
tuned.
Stay
Don't
tuned.
go nowhere.
Don't go
Don't
nowhere.
leave.
We'll be right back.
All right.
I'm a different type of athlete. I believe being in tune with the mind, body, and spirit is major. According to science, cannabis provides significant benefits to athletes in both performance and recovery. Why wouldn't I? Studies have shown training with marijuana increases focus and motivation in the gym. Why wouldn't I? Others show how cannabis delivers a mental boost for athletes. Why wouldn't I? So when it comes to my choice of cannabis culture products, it's always Major. Only Major Pack. Kansas City's first cannabis culture company. Rather pre-workout for motivation or post-workout for recovery. It's a major difference at Major Pack. Shop Major Pack products at majorpack.com.
That's love.
Yeah, man, and we are back.
We
Back
are
at it.
Thank y'all for tuning in.
Got a special treat for y'all.
Thank you for
We got a
staying.
special treat once again. We're here with Lisa with Bootleg Bourbon Balls. We've been sharing all night. And we got this last period. We're gonna do what's this one called again?
So we got the Jitterball.
Jitterball.
So we got a dark chocolate, 72% couverture dark chocolate, and it is made with the espresso infused vodka from Dizzy 3. Dizzy 3
Y'all see how
espresso
I'm-
infused vodka, rolled in the
Yeah.
Roastery's Super Tuscan espresso coffee bean.
The roasteries.
So you talked about this
We're gonna
earlier.
have fun
Yeah,
with this.
so I wanted to give a shout out to our customer because we have a lot of feedback from our customers. And so one of our customers came up, we were doing a tasting down at Plaza Liquor one night, and she said, why don't you guys do a coffee bourbon ball? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. What would we do that with? And she said, Dizzy 3. So Olathe Spirits, Good Spirits Distilling Company makes the Dizzy 3 in partnership with the Roastery.
Okay.
So what they do is they take the Roastery's espresso beans, put it in the vodka, let it set, and then they make the Dizzy 3 espresso infused vodka. So
It smells rich.
And I have to say, I don't know if this is, maybe I've been behind living under a rock, but when did espresso martinis become the drink of women?
Oh, man.
the drink of women.
That's what I mean.
I don't know.
These are very popular.
I mean, but I feel like a few years ago, I never saw people order those in a bar.
A lot of
now,
women.
every time I go out, espresso martini, I'm like,
Yeah.
I've never seen this.
Mason makes them here.
Yeah, so it just.
Let's give this a try.
Yeah, man, it smells very rich, so I
So
can't
a
wait to
lot
get it on my
of
palate.
we engage our customers to say, okay, we're going to launch a new ball. We want to know what you would name this ball. What would you want to have this name? So a lot of people submitted Jitterball. Jitter because the caffeine that's in there, and we say
That's bold.
no brewing required. A jolt of
good-
bliss.
You're on vacation, you got
jolt
your
of
coffee
bliss,
in the
no
morning.
brewing required.
Pop a couple of these with the coffee. Yeah, this
Yeah.
You taste that? That is a
Whoa.
magic coffee.
I am a coffee connoisseur.
I love coffee.
I love coffee. Oh my God.
That's good.
My spirit just rolled out my body and came back.
Hold on. Now I'm finna hear it. Hold on. What kind of bourbon is it?
Boom.
No, it's vodka. It's
vodka.
espresso
Vodka.
infused vodka.
I'm about to pair it
And
though.
OZ, a lot of our customers will take that ball and they will drop that into their espresso or their coffee.
Oh. Yes. Yes.
Oh my
Drop that
God.
into your espresso or coffee.
Whoa.
I love it. That's actually, that's very good.
And it's
very
amazing.
nice,
It's
isn't
very
it?
bold, rich.
You know-
It has a nice, rich, full
Wow.
flavor.
And I will tell you though, people, if you don't like coffee or coffee beans or the grounds, it's all about the palate, what plays on your palate.
I hate
And-
coffee.
And some people say, I don't
Like
like
that
coffee.
ball, huh?
They don't like they don't like the coffee. Yeah, they don't like that coffee ground consistency in their mouth. But for people that really truly love coffee, that's a really popular
Yeah.
bourbon
No,
ball.
that was good.
I
Yeah.
drink coffee daily,
And I shouldn't say bourbon ball, it's a vodka ball.
Yeah.
Right.
It's made by bootleg
vodka
bourbon
balls.
balls, so no, that was
Oh,
delicious.
wow.
Everything we've had from
Yeah.
from start to finish has been.
Oh, well, and the
Excellent.
last one we have
Oh, we
to
got one
try.
more.
You got one more?
We got another one. We
Oh,
got
Yeah, it's
this
goodies.
is the end of the season, and it is it's a flavored whiskey.
Okay.
It's a baked apple flavored whiskey, and I want to give a shout out to my friends at Our Farms Distillery in Mound City, family owned
Shout out Our
distillery. And they make a baked apple flavored whiskey that we use in our jacked up apple bourbon ball,
Jacked up apple.
Jack up.
which is seasonal. It's already gone, but it'll come back. And we use their apple whiskey in our apple whiskey caramel sauce.
Okay.
So you'll get that essence of that apple whiskey in the caramel sauce, but I'd like to share this bourbon ball with you guys. So
This might be the most unique one we've had tonight.
This is, and it's rolled in red delicious apple trips
Thank you,
and
bro.
toasted pecans.
Oh,
So
sounds good.
Oh my God. It looks
So,
good.
there you go.
I'm telling you.
Man, I got to get one.
These
for
need
my
to be
man
at every
behind
party.
me.
It's like a work of art. It's like you look at them, it's like, I want to eat it, but I want to
Pop
sit
it
it
in
for
your mouth.
decoration.
And let's not forget,
Just
these
pop
are
it in
all
your mouth and
hand rolled.
enjoy
No
it.
machine does this.
Yeah.
This is all hand rolled.
That means every single,
Yeah, it's made with love.
I'm going to say every single bourbon ball, because if I say a ball, y'all be like, no, Diddy. Every single bourbon ball is crafted with love.
Yeah.
When you hear that it is hand rolled, that
Hand
means
rolled.
every single one has a love
Hey,
put
this
into it because it got to be
hand-rolled.
done
It
a
tastes
certain
like
way.
breakfast at my granny's house when I
So
was a kid.
I'm jumping in.
Jump in.
When he's like breakfast,
And my
One
granny,
bite
oh
or
man,
two bite. We don't care how big your mouth is.
This
Just
is
pop
about-
it in and enjoy
this
it.
is like a mixture of this.
Oh my God.
This reminds me of breakfast as a kid, just in a very good way. Looking forward to it on a,
Yes.
on a Saturday morning. Oh my God.
man.
You ready to go to your grandparents' house? Yes!
Yeah,
Are you ready to go to Bourbon Bourbon Balls?
yeah.
Bootleg.
Wow.
Bourbon Balls.
.com.
Come.
Oh man, you heard it right here. Man, that
Yeah.
is so good.
Yes.
Y'all should have been down here today. Y'all missed out if y'all wasn't down here.
I mean, you missed
Oh
out.
my God. Yeah.
Super Bowl. Next time you can have them here.
Oh.
We're going to go to 18, 17, 27.
1837 Northwest Vivian Road, Riverside, Missouri.
Yep.
BootlegBourbonBalls.com.
Check them out.
And check them out.
Oh man.
Holla at Lisa. She take care of you.
Thank you. We got a fabulous team and they will take care of you. We do custom orders. Anything that you guys don't see on our website but you want to have done, give us a call. We'll take care of you. Yeah.
That's amazing. Thank you for being here today. And thank you
Thank
for being here.
you.
Well done.
Thank you,
guys.
Don. Thank you, OC.
Thank y'all for tuning
It was a
in,
pleasure.
man.
Yes.
This has been another great
I'll be back.
Smokin' Wednesday.
Real quick, before we go, we do have to give them a little update for next week.
Oh,
Oh,
show it to
yes.
us.
I got the pow!
Show it to
right
us.
here.
Up close. Up close. Get it on camera too.
Give me on camera too. I'm putting this up. Y'all can see this. We got Kansas City's own Lavelle doing his tour, bringing it home. Not just bringing it home to Kansas City, but also gonna be in Wyandotte County, in 7th Street at the Memorial. You wanna get there, if I'm not mistaken, the 14th, Friday, February 14th, 2025. Tickets are available. You can go to his website, lavelle.com. Make sure you grab a ticket. Kansas City, you definitely want to show our brother some love. He's been doing major things in the industry. We're just working with all the major artists. You definitely want to see this show. And you want to tune in next week because we will have him live right here on the Bloods and Bourbon to give you guys a heads up of everything that he got coming up next.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And also, don't forget, we got Yoma, Lene, My Sax and Me.
Yes.
February 13th.
Yes.
Show that.
Yeah.
So she's gonna be up here on the 13th with who she got? She got
My
C-Note.
Sexy Valentine.
My Sexy Valentine's the whole vibe, man. So make sure y'all come up here and check her out.
Yes.
On the 13th, and then on
6
the
to 9
14th.
p.m.
Be on the
Yeah.
lookout for her music video that's coming out too.
Oh, yeah.
My Saxophone and Me. That'll be airing out shortly.
Yeah, starring none other than.
Hey, star.
I mean, not starring you.
Oh,
I'm on what's it called? The
extra.
the
The leading
supporting.
man.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Hold on. And then go back. We got Chalice too here. Chalice
Yeah,
O'Neal. He's
Yes.
gonna be here on the 14th, man. So
Yes.
make sure y'all come 7 p.m. to midnight. It's the
DJ
Valentine's Day
Groove.
Bash. It's gonna be live jazz for Chalice O'Neal. Like I said, we got Yoma on the 13th, Chalice on the 14th. So make sure y'all just tune in next
Yes,
week.
you
man.
definitely want to be down
It's
here.
gonna be a whole vibe. And then it's gonna be bootleg bourbon balls in the building for the Chiefs game.
Woo!
Sherry's Executive Lounge.
We going
Yeah,
up.
Your
check it
your
out.
party and bootleg bourbon ball should go hand in hand.
Exactly.
Don't matter if it's a barbecue, if it's a Super Bowl party, retire, whatever.
Whatever.
Divorce.
You know, yeah, hey,
Even that. Pop your
Weddings.
bootleg.
yeah. Hey, it's always a celebration. When bootleg
Whatever
bourbon balls in the
celebration
building.
you celebrate.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yes,
For
no,
all
man,
of
it's-
life's celebrations, for
There you go.
sure.
There you
yeah.
go.
That's the
Yeah,
cosign right
those
there.
are some of the things we got coming up. You know, it's always been a pleasure. We love having y'all come kick it with us. We love talking our talk. What you smoking on Wednesdays?
Give
We
me on
didn't really
camera
get to it.
Give me on camera one.
Yeah,
real
give me on
quick.
camera one. We didn't really get to it. you know, fully threw out the all comments, asking everybody what they were smoking on this Wednesday and pairing. But like we always say, every Wednesday, it's not about what we like, it's about what you like, and about what you like.
Thanks, Dom.
All
So
right?
make sure you enjoy that smoke you like, that drink you like, the bourbon balls you
The
like.
bourbon balls you like.
And all the above. Make sure y'all go to bootlegbourbonballs.com, man, and get you some of these amazing treats that Lisa has to offer for you, man. But everything we had up here was great.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Fantastic.
11 out of 10, I'm telling you.
And I want to
telling
say
you.
thank you to Kyrie, to Dom, to OZ, to Sherry's Executive Lounge,
Executive.
you know, for hosting us here tonight and making us feel loved and welcome. Thank you so very much.
We appreciate you making a great product.
We're going to check y'all out.
Next
Check
week.
us out next week.
Next week.
We're going to check y'all out too.
Yeah.
Put some smoke in the air,
Yeah.
some drink in your cup, and some bourbon balls in your stomach.
Yes.
And we out, though.
We'll see you next Wednesday. Love. Peace.
Oh, you guys, thank you so much. Dom, thank
Thank
you.
you.
You asked a lot of great questions. Thank you so much.
I'm a different type of athlete. I believe being in tune with the mind, body, and spirit is major. According to science, cannabis provides significant benefits to athletes in both performance and recovery. Why wouldn't I? Studies have shown training with marijuana increases focus and motivation in the gym. Others show how cannabis delivers a mental boost for athletes. Why wouldn't I? So when it comes to my choice of cannabis culture products, it's always major. Only Major Pack. Kansas City's first cannabis culture company. Rather pre-workout for motivation or post-workout for recovery. It's a major difference at Major Pack. Shop Major Pack products at majorpack.com.